going on? Welcome to the ILG tournament. This is the second match of the day. Right now, we've got the Darkin5 Vs S3tSuNa, I believe it's called. Both of these are new teams, and I guess this is the first match of the day for them. Over on the blue side, we do have the Darkin, and on the purple team, we do have S3tSuNa. Bans for the blue team are Akali, Nasus, and the purple team is mostly focusing on the mid lane bans like LeBlanc and Katarina. Both of them are assassin bans, so they could, I guess, in lower elo games or less experienced players do use the champions to their advantage. So they also probably might not know how to play against these champions, so that's why for the ban. And we do have a Leona ban. Leona, and just being one of those support bullies in bot lane, providing a lot of damage with the passive and a lot of CC with their ultis and stuff, so it's a good ban. Nasus also a pretty good ban, a very late game champion, so you know, it's not bad. And over a Lee Sin ban for the purple team, so I guess they probably suspected one of their players to be a Lee Sin player and probably ban that out, get them out of their comfort zone or so. And yeah, so alongside me we have Syntastic, who will be analyzing a few team fights and a few plays and you know, just general stuff with me. So yeah, Syntastic, how are you?
I'm good. So both of these teams are pretty new, and it's good to see more teams coming up in the league scene. Let's hope we'll have a good match here.
Yep, let's hope we do have a good match here, because about the matches in general, like even within these 2 days and the last previous game, we've had very exciting matchups. Like, you know, the skill level is a bit is a lot, but like there's a lot of skill level between the players and stuff like that, but the matches have been very action packed, and we haven't had one of those boring farm matches and, you know, nothing going on. We've always had like matches where there's a lot of engages, a lot of catching out, warding and stuff like that, so it's good that we see a lot of active matches and, you know, non-boring matches for our viewers to watch. So yeah, so coming on to the blue team, we do have a Pantheon pick. I guess that'll be top lane, I'm not sure, could be jungle. But over on the purple team, we have the Lucian being covered over and the Lux also being hovered over. Both of these champions are very strong champions. Lucian just like a menace in bot lane, and Lux, we have seen a Lux last game, and I guess the main problem with Lux is that either people don't build her correctly, as in like they rush Zhonya's and Void Staff or something like that, and they forget to take a mana item, or they just they take the mana item, they build correctly, and they just like miss all their skill shots.
Lux is all about skill shots. If you can hit them, you can win them.
Indeed, Lux is all about skill shots. Like, it doesn't matter who you're against, if you can hit those skill shots even on any champion, you will win the matchup. It's straightforward. So yeah,
I really hope Pantheon is going jungle, because in top lane he's pretty weak right now against the current meta top laners.
Meta top laners, I think it's all about Rumble, Maokai, and we are seeing a lot of Jax and Renekton.
Yeah, after patch 4.21, Jax got a bit of power spikes, and Renekton had a little rework with his skill set. AD values were changed in all three of his skills, Q, W, and E. So yeah, Renekton is not bad. He's like the poor man's Gnar right now.
The poor man's Gnar, indeed. I mean, I remember back in the day where we used to see a lot of Shyvana and Renekton matchups, like for top lane. Like, yeah, the whole
the classic tank meta.
Classic super tank, harass, get back, and then late game Shyvana takes over. So yeah, so coming down to the picks that the purple team has chosen, that should be a Jarvan jungle, although we have seen a Jarvan top lane. We have seen a Jarvan top lane in the previous game, and that could be a Fizz mid, so it is gonna be a Fizz versus Syndra in the mid lane. Syndra, however, with that range advantage, while Fizz is kind of, I guess, he really needs to play safe until that level 6 where he can get his power spike, get his ulti in and stuff, but till then, Syndra with her range could be able to harass Fizz very bad, and we'll just see how it Xin Zhao and Morgana being hovered over is the blue. If that Xin Zhao is hovered over, then I do believe that it's going to be a Pantheon top lane. So, if it's the Pantheon top lane, then we'll see how the blue team top lane tries and counters it or plays against it, or we'll just see how it is. But as Syntastic said earlier, Pantheon top lane is not strong in the current meta. He does bring a lot of early game damage in the lane, but then he falls off really hard. So see what
if you don't build him tanky, you just ult in and die extremely fast. And all of these champions on the purple team are high damage dealers.
Indeed, they are. I mean, you got the Lux support. The Lux could also bring a lot of damage. A lot of damage from his passive alone and his damage. And we also have the Rumble being hovered over. So I guess we see a meta champion that's being played in this tournament. It's not the first meta champion that's being played, but we have seen Maokai, but I guess we've also seen Rumble, but I guess today this is the first meta champion that's actually being played up in the top lane alone. So yeah, I guess let's speak about the comps in general. So Fantastic, how do you think the blue team's comp will match up against the purple team's?
Blue team needs to pick off isolated champions. Otherwise, I don't think they can win a 5 versus 5 team fight, because if that happens and Pantheon ults in, Varus can root them all, but it won't be very. I mean, not all of them can damage at the same level. I mean, like all of them are going in, and Morgana ults, and then Zinza ults. That's no synergy. Zinza will just push away all of the champions away from Morgana, and no one will be stunned. So I don't think there's any real synergy there, except for Varus and Pantheon. Zinza and Morgana don't really synergize well. On the other side, Lux, Jarvan, Fizz, all of them are pretty good with the skill set synergy. Lux can bind them, so it'll be an easy target for Fizz to finish off. Rumble's ultimate can block the enemy escape. I mean, if Rumble positions his ultimate correctly, he'll just block the escape, and they'll be slowed. So again, an easy target for Lucian and Fizz to pick off.
Yeah, the purple team does have a lot of damage, as you said, Rumble and Lucian. But another part of the blue team is I don't really think they've discussed and actually picked out their comp. Like you said earlier, Xin Zhao basically cancels Morgana. Like Morgana, they need to be together. Xin Zhao is more of a disengaged type of ulti, like everybody away. So it's interesting to see how they're
to disengage or single out a single enemy.
So it's gonna see how they
carries. I mean,
from the Syndra, I think blue team pick like lane bully. Like as a Pantheon, you're looking to like win your lane. Don't win your lane as Pantheon, then you're gonna be falling behind. And as a Rumble, it's gonna be quite hard. Syndra also, you have the rage advantage on Fizz. Best choice is just harassing with your long range stun and your Qs, and try and get a good ulti onto Fizz. And you just don't want to duel Fizz as a Syndra, because his auto attacks with his W just deal magic damage, I believe. And you can't really duel Fizz, but let's see how the bot lane matchup goes. Hopefully, Jarvan would be able to try and focus that bot lane because you're with the Morgana, you're with a Varus. None of those champions really have a lot of mobility to kind of escape fights, except for like a snare and a spell shield. So if the purple team bot lane could probably like bait out the spell shield, they can have Jarvan come in and hopefully dodge the snare, and they'd be really good. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And also, this Lux also needs to play a major factor in this game because if she can land her snares properly,
Lux can easily break the spell sheet because her AP ratio
her
are pretty good, and they just need to bait the spell shield. As soon as the spell shield is broken, Jarvan needs to gank, get a good knockup, and that's finished. Pretty much over. And even if there is no Jarvan, the purple side has a better team comp. Lucian is like the best AD carry right now. He's like the Lee Sin of AD carries.
I believe that's quirky, but Lucian is still strong, I'd say. Yeah, so right now we're loading into the. Never mind. Connecting into the game at the moment. Both Pantheon and Rumble took teleport. I really don't believe there is a necessity to take teleport for Pantheon because his ulti is a global ulti. So we'll see how they play. We'll see what it comes down to. Both Jarvan and Xin Zhao is going to be interesting to see how they perform in the jungle. Especially this bot lane. If Varus or Ghana could get ahead somehow in this bot lane, then it's gonna be going in big favor of those.
That'll be only possible if Xin Zhao can make an early gank before Jarvan.
Yeah,
before Jarvan even thinks of
that
ganking
also
bot lane.
plays a really good factor in this game because he's mostly got like assassin type champions that need to win their lane or need to make a good roam or something. Yeah. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It should be an interesting match, especially how he plays this Pantheon top against a Rumble. But coming down to my mic was muted there, so I know not much to say about this team. They both are pretty new teams, and I think this is the first time we're seeing them. Fantastic, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I couldn't hear you. What did you just say?
I just said that both of these teams are quite new, and we'll see how they play out this game. But I really wonder how the mid lane matchup is going to go, because it is a Syndra versus Fizz, and we'll see how Fizz could kind of, come out of that lane dominance by Syndra. That'd be really interesting to see, because I think his E can cancel out Syndra's ulti if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you can bait out Syndra's ultimate and just I'm not sure if it goes on cooldown or if it gets completely used. I believe it goes on short cooldown, but anyways, if you dodge the stun, Syndra is pretty much dead.
Yeah, I mean, besides her stun and probably, Fizz can probably dodge a lot of Syndra's abilities with his. So if he can max that out, and that's what you're supposed to do. So if you max that out and probably uses it on time, he can actually come out of this lane on top. Yeah, both the game has now started, and we do see a Morgana here, and I don't think has any more pause time. Well, no, my bad. She's back, and she started Doran's ring start, so not very supportive of a Morgana. Very supportive of a Morgana to start the Doran's ring. I thought she'd start a spell thieves like Lux does, but I guess she wants to play a very aggressive bot lane. And now we have the Jarvan getting disconnected, and I don't think they're willing to pause. I don't know the pause timers for sure, but it's almost
the
150.
red team, team 2 doesn't have any pause time now, so yeah, they can't pause. Purple team can't pause.
Not pausing, so I guess Jarvan is gonna be put back. Oh, he does reconnect, but then it's gonna take time to get to his buff, and I don't think bot lane is going to leash him. I don't know what their plan is, but Xin Zhao getting a fairly early start compared to the blue team in the jungle. Both are starting on the bottom side of the map. Xin Zhao choosing to start his red first instead of the golems and then the red. So fantastic. How, you know, in this patch, people usually start the golems or grump and then blue, and the golems and red. How does that change from just going for your main buffs straight away?
Well, right now in this patch, the monsters do more damage, and there's no, as we know, smiting the big monsters give you a temporary new buff. So those buffs really help in the early starting of the jungle, and that's why it is very important to start with those buffs right now. If I was Xin Zhao, I would start with Gromp right now because I would gank the bot lane first. As I told you, the bot lane right now is pretty much it should be won by Lucian and Lux if they play it right. I mean, by the skills and everything else, they're the superior duo right now. So if I was Xin Zhao, I would start Gromp, I would head straight for my blue, then I would rush to my red with the smite, because smiting the red gives you extra HP, so I don't really need to smite the blue. I can just smite the Gromp, get the buff, fight the blue buff, get the blue buff, and that would
and over on the top lane, we do see Xin Zhao coming. A flash by Rumble, but a flash by Xin Zhao tries to get the red. They try to get as much damage onto Rumble. The knockup by Xin Zhao coming. Rumble is very low. Will they tower dive or will they not? They will tower dive. He will go very low, maybe even go down, but he does get executed, and Pantheon able to block that last tower shot with the passive, I believe. So yeah, what do you think about that gank? Like, do you think it was worth
that was very
flash?
Unnecessary on Pantheon's part to back out. They could have killed Rumble before that, and Xin Zhao wouldn't have been executed. Now he lost both his buffs, while Jarvan will have both his buffs, both red and blue.
Yeah,
so,
but probably Xin Zhao will have like the item advantage because of that first blood, and yeah. So I guess the buffs do matter at this stage, but Jarvan coming to the mid lane, trying to get a gank onto Syndra, I believe. Fizz doing very well, trying to bait it out. He doesn't have that much mana. This would be a good time for Jarvan to come in, and he will come in. Puts down the EQ. Wow, the flash is being used. Both flashes being used. Fizz and Syndra's flash being used. And now Xin Zhao coming in. I guess he wants to get the kill onto Fizz, but he has to go in range of Jarvan, and Jarvan kind of scared, I believe. I don't know why, because both of them have the same amount of items, except this guy, Xin Zhao, has an extra ward, and Syndra was very low, so if Jarvan just played a bit more aggressive, I do believe he could have taken the kill. But yeah, over in the top lane, we do see actually Rumble winning his lane, I believe. He did get that early, he did die very early into the game by the Xin Zhao, but he is able to kind of push and shove his lane and actually out CS Pantheon, which is always good as a Rumble. Bot lane,
I don't think Pantheon recalled. That's why he was already low.
Oh, he didn't. Oh yeah, this is his first recall. He will pick up a Vampiric Scepter and some pots. Probably head back to lane. Meanwhile, Rumble pushing the lane back to his turret. Will Pantheon use his teleport or not? He's probably... yeah, he's gonna use his teleport onto the tower. Try not to miss as much CS as possible, but... yeah, does miss the last 3 creeps. And now Rumble's gonna back off and get some items of his own. nothing much happening in the map right here. Bot lane, a little bit. Right side's purple team's bot lane kind of losing to blue teams at the moment, and the snare does land onto Varus, but then immediately spell shielded. Jarvan's trying to look for a gank onto this mid laner, but Syndra playing a bit too safe, and it wouldn't be wise for Jarvan to kind of go. Meanwhile, we had Xin Zhao try and attempt a gank at top lane, but couldn't. And another problem we see in top lane at the moment is Rumble is level 6 versus a level 5 Pantheon, so he could probably go all in. Don't know why he doesn't do that, and we do have a gank in the mid lane, doesn't accomplish much. And some farming in the bot lane. Lucian trying to go play a bit aggressive. The snare does land. Heal does be used. His exhausted goes down, and Lucian's very low. He will back away. Again, Xin Zhao trying to focus that top lane, trying to get Pantheon ahead, but is spotted out by a ward. Good exchange bot lane, I guess. Very good exchange bot lane. I do believe that Varus got a kill on. Yeah, Varus got a kill on Lux, I believe. Didn't see that, but now Jarvan coming top lane, and Rumble playing a bit aggressive. They're trying to bait out the Pantheon stun, I believe, and he is. I think
the pink ward will be spotted right now.
Yeah, will take out the pink ward, and oh, the ulti is going on. I do not think Pantheon knows that Jarvan is here for a gank, and Jarvan just taking the kill pretty neat with his EQ combo instead of giving it to his laner. Probably a very panicked decision or something. What do you think that happened top lane? Do you think Pantheon just didn't realize that Jarvan was there, or did he play too aggressively, or what do you think?
He was reckless, and I believe Rumble could have solo killed him even without Jarvan.
Yeah, I mean, we did see Rumble putting down his ulti and a few of his abilities, and Pantheon's health just went away, and he could have soloed him. You're correct, but Jarvan was there just in case, and now bot lane we haven't engaged. Lucian taken very low, forcing the 1v2, I believe. Varus also very low. Fizz coming down, does put his shield, or just put his fish onto Morgana, tries to go in, goes for the Lucian, gets ultied by what's his name? Get ultied and snared by Morgana, and he will go down to Lucian. Both AD carry and the AP carry picking up 1 kill for themselves. That puts purple team into the lead, 10k to 12k. So good roam onto Fizz, and just bad calling from Syndra. She didn't push up her lane. She didn't try to get the tower. She didn't counter roam or even ping, I believe, and that was just a very solid roam on Fizz to help put him ahead. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, that Syndra is supposed to win the lane with her stun, but unfortunately she didn't. Hey, Lokesh. Hey, Lokesh, are you there? Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what time are you on in the game?
I'm at 9:47.
9:49, 9:50, 9:51. I think we're kind of ahead of the stream. Not sure what's happening. Is Lokesh there? 9:55. Just keep telling me your time. Okay. 1 sec. 770. Okay, try and backspace that. So what time are you on now? 18. Okay, I guess we're on the same time zone. So now we have disconnect by Fizz. Yeah, so small miscommunication there. But now we have top lane going aggressive. He does take the kill on Pantheon, does take turret damage. The ulti by Xin Zhao does come out, and Xin Zhao will take the kill on the Rumble. Beautiful gank by Xin Zhao, knowing that knowing that Rumble overextended top lane, knowing that Rumble was trying to kill Pantheon, he knows that Rumble is stronger than Pantheon at this moment, and you can just see it by the CS and kill difference alone that the Pantheon top is not working. I mean, 61 CS to 38 CS. This Rumble top, I mean Pantheon top, is not working at all. But yeah, Xin Zhao, being the opportunist there, knows that Rumble is gonna overextend, and now we have a duel in the mid lane. Fizz actually winning this. The flash by Syndra being used, the ulti by Syndra also being used, she falls to Devastator's Fizz, and Devastator is 2 kills above Syndra. Syndra is above in CS, but Fizz taking the enemy's blue buff and trying to push that advantage. So yeah, the bot lane
actions starting in bot lane. No, they just disengage.
Flash to safety. So both of these junglers, they're focusing on their specific lane, don't you think? Like Xin Zhao is mostly focusing on the top lane, and Jarvan is mostly focusing on the mid lane, right?
Yeah, I don't think Xin Zhao is doing a good job though. He's behind in CS, and he's not ganking enough.
We do see the Pantheon ulti coming in, 3-man on mid, but Fizz just being able to flash out. Meanwhile, over in the bot lane, we do have Jarvan coming on in the brush, but he is spotted out by a ward, so I guess nothing will happen. The snare does go on to Drought, and a piercing arrow will take a little bit of damage down. The spell shield comes on, the Cataclysm comes down, and Varus falls to Jarvan. Meanwhile, Xin Zhao coming in exhausted, flashed out. They need to get the snare onto Xin Zhao to kill him, but they don't. Meanwhile, an E from Lux is being thrown out, but nothing much happened there. It was kind of a... What do you think about that gank in bot lane? Oh, now we have some action going on. The ulti by Morgana. Nobody goes down. Lux taking a few shots of the tower damage. Ooh, Lucian very low, getting snared, but he will go down to Jarvan and just... Whoa.
Morgana should have just used her W and finished him without even, going near the brush.
I don't think she had a lot of mana, that's why she tried to get him with the auto attack, which didn't work properly. But yeah, very good play by Jarvan, and I think when top lane is also going aggressive onto this Pantheon, with Pantheon flashing to safety. So, Fantastic. What do you think about that gank in bot lane? Like, blue team's bot lane did see Jarvan there, but then they still initiated on a snare. What are your thoughts?
I don't think they should have initiated first, and again, they didn't use the spell shield properly.
Yeah, spell shield is her.
And Zinzo attempting to solo dragon.
Lokesh, what time are you on exactly?
Let's do one thing. Let's just go live. Press J and let's go live.
Wake up.
I did, but... Alright, okay, I've put my time a little bit backward. Can you tell your time now? Alright, I think I'm still behind. This is... Need to go on one time. Tell me when you reach 16. Have you reached 16 yet?
Hey, wake up.
We're missing a lot of action.
But the time is not proper, so there wouldn't be any point casting it.
Well, just for the update, the purple team is killing it right now. They're way ahead of blue team.
Uh, 5 seconds for speed. I'm still like 15 seconds ahead. I don't know why.
Just press J.
Just press J. Alright, yeah, now we're on the same time. Okay. Guess I'll continue right now. Yeah. So right now, Xin gets taken out by Lucian, and the red team has a huge lead here because of a few team fights that were, a few small skirmishes that were happening right now. Now the Fizz going aggressive on the Morgana. Now Lucian does take Syndra down, and the culling is also poured out, but not able to take the 3-piece or the 4-piece.
Blue team has a dragon stack, but I don't think it's gonna help right now. They're way behind.
Yeah, I guess so.
Lucian is 2 levels ahead of Varus. And
you can just look at the CS difference alone. Lucian 140 CS to 91 CS. Now that is a lot. But even in the top lane, 112 to 51. That's almost twice the CS lead for the
Zinzao gets picked off in the bottom side of the jungle near his red buff.
Yeah, and Rumble just pushing the top lane, trying to get the tower here, I guess. Not much going on at the moment, I'd say. A lot of teams just trying to farm up, and we'll have Pantheon getting caught out, I guess, over in the top lane side. He will get snared by Morgana, and now the Syndra coming in. A lot of CC putting on to Rumble, and he will go down to Morgana. So yeah, a lot going on within this.
He got coffee. You shouldn't have.
But you can just look at the lead red team has gotten past this game. I mean, 32k to 20k. That's about a 12k gold difference, I'd say, or 10k. But
yeah, the game is slowly moving to a point of no return for the blue team. I don't think they can catch up now.
It's gonna be hard. Yeah, we do have some pinging going on in the bot lane side. The next dragon is up in about 50 seconds. I guess I don't think the blue team should be contesting that. Hopefully they don't, because that just put them behind so much. And a little bit of ward coverage there. Top lane is just over there in their old lane, in their own lane, just farming away, I'd say. And mid lane, just this is that first game that we're actually seeing teams just farm. I mean, yeah, even though red team has got their lead, we're not seeing much action going on. But Lucian does get caught out with a snare. He does activate his Ghost Blade, but does back away when he sees Varus. He is gonna go a little bit aggressive on Varus. The crit's doing a lot. Lux does hit her stare, and now Pantheon ulted in, trying to go for the Lucian. Lucian flashed away. Now we have Jarvan and Rumble from the back taking out Varus, and now Syndra trying to put as much damage onto the carries as possible, but she will go down. Rumble will go down to the tower, and now Pantheon and Xin Zhao just soloing out Lucian, and they will kill Lucian. So I guess a good team fight, I'd say, for the blue team. What do you think?
It was a little messy.
Messy, but they were able to focus down on Fizz. Just, I don't know what he was doing there. He probably thought that Pantheon was the only one chasing him. I don't think he noticed the Xin Zhao was also on his tail. Playful Trick shot over the wall and died, and now some pinging for Dragon is taking place. Xin Zhao trying to follow up. Both Baron and Dragon is alive, and I guess Red Team want to take this Dragon to get them further ahead. But Pantheon teleporting top and trying to save that turret of his. A turret of blue team.
They already started Dragon now.
I don't know if red team notices. Maybe they do notice the dewarding, but Zin's out trying to two-man Baron without any mana. This is a good opportunity for Rumble. He should go full in, but he doesn't. Meanwhile, blue team just gives them the dragon at half health, and I guess they're gonna try and steal it. Syndra, they're getting a 3-man stun. Good piercing arrow. Over on the side, they do have Lucian being the assassin trying to go in. She does get exhausted. I don't know why Jarvan flashed, but good flash by Morgana. She does live with a slither of HP, and meanwhile, the rest of blue team just backing off. So yeah, good positioning, I'd say, by Lucian, because he came in from the side. He caught the whole team by surprise. Even though there was also a good stun from Syndra. I mean, she got 3 members right after they finished Dragon. So good plays from both teams, but nothing very productive coming out for the blue team, I'd say. Red team will probably force this turret. Lux missing their snare there. Over in mid lane, we do have Syndra against the 2 monsters, and I really don't know what they're doing right now. They could probably group together and try and force for a turret. I'm not sure what they're planning to do. They probably... Fish goes down, it doesn't catch anybody. It's a missed ultimate, and I guess they're just gonna pressurize this turret if they can.
I don't know why Rumble is wasting time. He should just leave the top turret and focus bot lane right now. They can kill all 4 of them.
Yeah, they
get
can
the inhibitor right now.
Team backing off from this turret. It's a 3 against 3 down at the bot lane. Pantheon pushing his lane and then backing off. Mid lane, Fizz just took the enemy for blue buff is taking place, but yeah, I think the blue team spots all of them recalling, failed piercing arrow going by there, and now I guess will they chase this Lucian? I think they are planning on chasing this Lucian, but I don't think they'd succeed. Meanwhile, we have the Pantheon ult over on the blue buff, and that will go to Syndra. Is trying to be that sneaky assassin, stealing the blue buff over there, and now we do have Lucian getting caught in the snare. Jarvan going ham on the Cataclysm. Fizz coming in, does take the kill onto Morgana. Now the Varus goes down, and Syndra not having the range to stun their whole team. But now red team, as a team, is going to be pushing down this turret here. Syndra doing all she can to try and clear. I think Jarvan does spot out the Pantheon. Will he go for the Pantheon, or will they just leave it there? I guess they are going to leave it there and mostly try. A lot of poke being set down. Syndra trying her best she can to try and clear the wave here. Lucian also trying to clear the wave as equally fast, and a lot of pressure coming out.
Questionable item choices on the blue team. I don't think Pantheon should have went with the Ninja Tabby right now. He has no armor penetration for his spells to work, and Varus started with the Bloodthirster apparently.
I guess he's a little bit behind in this patch. I don't know why he didn't finish his booster, has no source of attack speed. Probably rushing for that last whisper, I guess. I'm not too sure, but Lucian
He's
just becoming a
probably
monster
looking
in
for
this game.
survivability right now, but because of that, his damage is very minimal.
Yeah, I mean, he just 25 minutes into this game and he just has a Bloodthirster. That is not good on Varus's part. And just looking at the farm difference, forget the farm difference, just the kill difference alone, red team is just 2 ahead of the purple team. I mean, sorry. And I don't really think blue team could come back from this, little pit they've dug themselves into. So yeah, some pinging for the bot turret is going on. Xin Zhao coming up and making sure that he's there. Meanwhile, Fizz over in the jungle.
They should start warding around the Baron now. Warding and dewarding.
They should start warding around Baron, but Both. I don't think red team is probably strong, but I don't think if they probably start off the Baron and blue team comes down, I don't think they can defend themselves off. So
Yeah, that's why they should ward.
yeah, they should ward the Baron, but I guess I can focus on this mid turret. I guess. So Fantastic, what do you do in a situation like this? Like, you know your team is ahead, you know, like all your lanes basically won, but you just can't be, you're just unable to pressurize the turret. What do you do in situations like these?
Oh, I would ward around the Baron, camp there. If they don't come, I would start doing the Baron. Or if a situation comes like both Zinzao and Morgana flash in, that wouldn't be too bad because, like I said, their ult synergy is not very great.
Yeah, their ult synergy is not great. So
and right now they're so ahead. I think they can do both the Baron and they could kill off one of the guys. If,
meanwhile, over in the bot lane, we do have Fizz getting into a small skirmish with Pantheon. Both champions will flash out to safety. I think the ult from Varus missed, I believe, and now we have some pinging from the mid turret. There is no blue team to protect this turret. This turret will go down to red team, and now they just have to focus on the inhibitor turret. But no, some pinging for the top lane turret is also going by. Pantheon and Syndra are out of range. Pantheon trying to look for an ult in. I don't think he can, and this is just going to be another free turret. He is ulting in anyway. Should be wise to cancel it, but he doesn't. He will, and he'll go straight for Lucian. Lucian being able to peel off, being able to kite off these, and he takes both of them down. Meanwhile, Jarvan just wrecking the back line of blue team, getting that double kill. He's trying to go for the triple, but can't reach it. So I guess they will be taking these inhibitor turrets, and hopefully the inhibitor. Varus and Morgana, the only two members of blue team standing. They can't protect this inhibitor. This inhibitor does belong to the red team. They will take it and probably back and maybe focus the Baron, or will they go for the second inhibitor turret?
I think they have enough time to get Baron, but Fizz is low and they have to back off now.
Indeed they do.
Or they could take the dragon.
But they could. Now they probably will take the dragon once it's up, and it would be wise for blue team to contest it, but we'll see. The team has now slain the dragon, so I guess Baron and the inhibitor turret is the only objective for them to take, don't you think?
Yeah, okay, so blue team should be recalling, no, I mean red team should be recalling now, but Rumble decides to stay, and Jarvan, okay, he's recalling now too. They should start warding around Baron now, but none of them have. And apparently no red trinkets, only one on the purple side and two on the blue side. Fizz will just pick off Syndra, easy kill. Pantheon trying to solo Fizz now, and it does not work. Zinzao coming to his aid, and Fizz will still take down Pantheon. Let's see if he can get the triple kill. Okay, I think he will. No, he won't. He has to back off now. Varus comes to aid Zinzao. Meanwhile, Lucian and Jarvan split, trying to push and take down the inhibitor middle turret. The bot lane is empty. And Rumble is teleporting in. Yeah, they will take down the inhibitor. So, two inhibitors are down on the blue side of the team. And the dragon count right now is 2 dragon stacks for the purple team and 1 dragon stack for the blue team.
And 5-man stun coming out from Syndra. Pantheon ulting in. They will focus Pantheon. A double kill goes for Lucian, and that will be the ace. That will be the game. Red team playing it perfectly, minimizing their deaths, taking out a lot of damage in their items.
It's GG for the blue team right now.
That's just GG. That Pantheon top really hurt them.
Fizz just took down 3 people alone, dude. Almost 3 people. You can see how far ahead they were.
33k to 58k. Well, yeah, that's game 2 of the day. Stay tuned for the next game. Will probably be Derailed Gaming versus Devil's Playground. So that's